Hello and welcome everybody, I am Brandon and today we're going to take a look at the PS5 game cases that they dropped this morning over on the PlayStation Twitter. There's obviously a lot of controversy around the way that they decided to make the boxes look, but we'll get into all that and more on another episode of the shit you care about. Alright, so jumping right into it, this morning over on the official PlayStation Twitter, they actually dropped the first look at what PS5 game cases are going to look like. As you can see here, it's pretty similar to kind of what PlayStation has been doing since about the PS2 era actually, and it looks pretty close to the PS4 boxes even. They're just changing out that sort of blue and white logo for that more black and white thing that's going to match with the PS5 obviously. I dig that the first game that they showed off was the Spider-Man Miles Morales. Obviously this is going to be one of the big, I don't want to call it a launch title because it's coming out a little bit after the PS5 launches. However, this is probably going to be their big first-party title for this holiday season. So it kind of makes sense for this to be the first game that they'd show off the PS5 game covers with. There was also someone out there that photoshopped the Horizon Forbidden West cover onto the new PS5 cases and it looks pretty damn good. I don't think this is official or anything, so don't get your hopes up. They might end up changing this in the future. But honestly, I think they look pretty good. There was a lot of controversy around this morning. A lot of people aren't digging that sort of blue case with the white banner up at the top. At first, I was a little off-put by it, but it definitely has been growing on me, and when you really put the game cases up next to the PS5, it makes a lot of sense, honestly. Not to mention, imagine how many of these blue cases they just have lying around, probably millions and millions of these that they're, trying to use to press games with. As well, when you throw all this on a shelf, especially right next to your PS3, PS4, and, PS1 games, it should kind of cohesively all line up. I actually have a couple game cases here we can take a look at. So obviously back with the PS1, we kind of more had the jewel cases that they used back in the day. These were pretty common back then if you remember burning CDs and stuff like that. Obviously they took a pretty big departure from this when they moved over to PS2 games, and we haven't really seen this since then, which, good. These things break like crazy. And of course then we upgraded to the PS2, which were kind of those more long DVD cases we got going on here. As you can see though, they still had that black banner across the top that kind of fluidly went into the spine here, and they always make the spine a little bit larger. This is pretty damn close to the PS3 and PS4, as you'll see here in a minute. I'm actually realizing that for whatever reason I don't have any physical PS3 games anymore, so I'll have to throw up a picture for you guys right here. But as you can see, they kind of went more with those shorter Blu-ray cases. Those had just come out at the time. And of course with PS4 games, I'm sure a lot of you guys own these guys, you can see that we got the blue banner up at the top with the white lettering, and it goes straight into the spine on the back that kind of goes a little bit longer on the back. So it's pretty dang close to what they're already doing on the PS4. They're just slightly changing that banner design at the top, maybe to give it more of a little bit of modern feel and to match the PS5 that'll be coming out later this year. Like I mentioned earlier, there was a bunch of controversy over on Twitter about whether or not people liked this or not. Frankly, I'm probably going to end up buying an all-digital PlayStation 5 anyway, and kind of leaving game cases behind me. I mean, just less clutter, way more convenient, and frankly, most of the games I already own on PS4 are all digital anyway. That being said, for all of you who are still holding out for game cases, I personally think this looks pretty good, and up on a shelf, I think it's going to look especially good next to all your other Sony video games. I think it would have been cool for them to totally shake up how video game cases look nowadays, maybe make it a triangle or a pyramid or something ridiculous like that. And as far as I'm concerned, game discs are sort of on the way out, and they're really only there for the people that are really into collecting game cases still. Don't get me wrong, I have a collection of games myself, and I sure do love the look of them all up on the shelf there, but the convenience just totally beats it out every time. Something I also noticed there at the bottom of the game case was the new PlayStation Studio logo that they threw on the case. It might be a little bit of overkill to have that on a PlayStation game, but I do see what they're doing to kind of make it one cohesive brand, and I imagine you're going to end up seeing that PlayStation Studio logo probably on games like MLB The Show that's going to be coming to Xbox and other platforms. This kind of allows Sony and PlayStation to brand what's theirs, even though they're handing it out to PC and Xbox folks. And I think there's a lot of power in kind of having that one unified logo to, tell everyone about where this game came from. And I bet we will see Xbox doing a very similar thing when they finally drop what their game cases are going to be looking like. Anyway, pretty quick video here, guys. I just wanted to go over the new look for the PlayStation 5 game covers and kind of get your guys' opinion. What do you feel about this? That clashing white banner with the blue box around the edge. Are you going digital? Are you going physical still? And throw all your comments down below. I would love to get a discussion going around this. Anyway, I'm Brandon. This was the shit you care about, all about PS5 game covers. Very, very excited for more PlayStation news to come out, and we're actually getting a Xbox announcement later this month, so keep an eye out for that. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Remember to like the video if you like what we do, subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more, and have a kick-ass week.